All right, so I woke up this morning expecting to see the update live in the game, and it's still not live at this time unless it popped through. But I woke up like right after maintenance, and I guess they separated it from the release of Steam, which will be today, right? I thought all this stuff was yesterday, frankly. And so that makes a lot of sense if they wanted to separate the two things, didn't want to have maintenance. Again, I don't know what the plan is. But ultimately, though, this stuff is actually coming out later today, right? So keep that in mind, the new story chapter, all that stuff. There was something that was released and snuck in. That is a new Kaiju and Unipart fight. So, well, I mean, they're just regular, like, Hanju, but I don't know if there's a literal new Kaiju. But anyway, there is, I guess that's semantics. Anyway. But there isn't a Unipart set, which is the most important thing, which is really annoying and funny because as part of the Steam launch, I have like 4 videos ready to go that are remakes of older guides. And one of those is one I actually never did, which was just the best Uniparts. And so I'm here to tell you, I don't think this new set changes my opinions on much of that stuff. I need to get in and actually test it though. But the new set is an armored type set. If you're wondering, I don't have that up here. We're going to talk about that in a second. But the new armored type set is a thing. And I want to just really quickly reiterate or remind myself what it does. Oh, that's right. It does blunt damage increase. So that was what it was. Okay, the best character for this, he can't even use it. That would have been Kaiju number 8 in the game. So he's a blunt damage dealer, attack DPS type. That is what this is for. It increases attack, increases blunt damage. After the equipped unit activates the ultimate, it gets a damage dealt plus 12.5% max 3 stacks. So this is clearly most likely for this upcoming character. That's why this is here. I mean, it could be for Chester, but I don't think it's for Chester, given that those are the gauntlets for weapon number 2, right? So I'm going to elaborate here. So if you don't want the story spoiled, then that's your warning. Anyway, we are getting 2 characters. 2 characters. Now, here's the caveat to that. There's a lot of different outcomes. Are we getting 2 characters on the same gacha, or are they separate? Are there going to be 2 characters plus 2 weapons on the same gacha, or are they separate? Is there going to be 1 character and then another character a couple of weeks later or a week later? That could be a thing with their weapons. This one that has the gauntlets, they are in a unique situation because we already have a gauntlet type character in the game. This is where Sagan being the only shield character is annoying, but it is not the end of the world because eventually there will be more Sagan variants, more shields, more shield characters. Maybe not shield characters, I don't know, but there will be more to it. But they're certainly willing to expand, right? So this is something that's not in the anime whatsoever, but it's technically an original character, but it's not. So I've beat around the bush a bit. This is Kikuru. Yeah, this is Kikuru. And so if you remember in the series, they say Kikuru is compatible with 4 different weapon types. Kikuru is just to throw it into perspective, she is such a ridiculous prodigy. Like such a ridiculous prodigy. They make that very clear from the jump of the show when they first introduce her. But the fact she could put on 4 numbers weapons is just hilariously insane. Like the fact she could wield 2 at the same time, right? Ridiculously insane. So, that being said, Kikuru is the character that is happening here. This does not happen in the anime. This does not happen in the manga. So it's technically an original character. And I'm kind of annoyed because I had no idea. I had no clue that these dummies put this in the help section like 2 weeks ago. I had no clue. This is something I'm seeing here. I guess parts of the community. This is where like I wish this game, and maybe it does now. Last I checked, it didn't. Maybe there's a Discord around this game. Let me know. I need to mingle with the community more. I need to, because stuff like this flies under the radar. I would have made a video on this weeks ago. So this was in the help section for the game where they previewed the upcoming chapter, right? And it's got Chester, it's got Kikuru there. So a couple of things here. Is there a chance like Chester is a free character? There's still that event that I don't know anything about that's coming out today, which we're going to find out. They kind of explained, I believe that in the news, I've got my game up on the side. I believe in the news, they say that event is based on like how many kaiju you can defeat in a certain amount of time. Kaiju number 2 rerun. No, that's not it. You guys won't see this. Of course, I've just got it up on my phone on the side. Update now live. Okay, so this one was for first ever new chapter event. The new chapter event is held to celebrate the release of the main story chapter 4. That's normal stuff. Introducing large conquest. Large Conquest is a limited time event. From this event, you can earn rewards based on how many kaiju you neutralize within a set number of rounds. Large Conquest is scheduled to begin in early October. That's the one that's coming out on the 9th, I believe, right? Maybe. We'll see. But there was something else that was a part of this that was an event that we didn't, maybe that's what that is called, but I believe that's the one that's on the 9th. Anyway, though we didn't know exactly what it was on the roadmap, so that's kind of interesting, right? So Kikuru coming out at some point, there's all these different possibilities, like I was saying. 2 characters, 1 gacha. Are they separated between some time? Are they releasing at the same time? Is one of these characters limited? Are both of these characters limited? So many different possible outcomes here. But the good news is she's a gauntlet user, for better or worse, and she can use the gauntlets her father has. They may not be the best ones for her because she seems like she's going to be an attack type character. The reason I say that is because the new unipart set. I did a take 2, so I don't know if I mentioned that in this one because I kind of got to go in a moment to take my kids to school. But the new unipart set is a blunt type, blunt damage up, attack up type equip. It's funny because I've always complained about Isao being an attack scaler. It's so out of left field, right? He'll never be a great damage dealer, but like that's still funny. He could technically put that on, but I would still keep bovine. But this Kikuru, if she is a blunt type dealer like she should be, like Isao, imagine her being blunt lightning. That is such a kick in the nuts for Isao. Watch, you know what? I'm positive she's blunt lightning. Why? So Ihuru can be useful as a support character for a lightning type. Oh my god, she's going to be blunt lightning, which Isao should have been. That is hilarious. Okay, anyway. So that being said, like she should be able to use that unipart pretty well, and that's why I think she'll be an attack type character. So there's quite a few things happening here, quite a few different ways this could go. I mean, could one of these characters be free? Like, should one of these characters be free? When is this game going to start having farmable characters, like, and farmable weapons? Like, is everything just going to be a premium gacha? They are the devs of Dokkan, man. They know they've released quite a lot of farmable characters on that game. They know that they need to be making some free to play based content that people don't have to summon for. They know what they're doing in terms of that. I just wait for it to be executed at this point. That's just my question. So overall, though, this is something that will be coming into the game soon. Let me know what you guys think about Kikuru. By the way, they also finally gave the gems for the survey. So if you did that survey a while ago, it is now finally in your gift box, that 150. There was also 500 for the maintenance. So we did get a full multi because of the update size and maintenance combined for the second time in 2 weeks. So, I mean, maybe wait and see. I had some people ask me about like what they should use their summons on. You have the ability to wait and see a little bit, but just keep in mind, there's not a ton of time because Sagan will actually be leaving for sure today. I again thought this was all yesterday, but keep that in mind. Thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.